Good morning and welcome to the Point. It is Thursday, November 5th, 2020. Thank you to those of you joining us on the GBN Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV channel 7, 11 and 20, and good morning to the listeners of Classic 105.5, 105.9. This morning we are focusing on a topic that has reared its head first thing this morning, I would call it. Overnight, a post was made on Facebook by a sitting MP in St. Andrew, the Honorable Skeeter Lewis. The post included pictures of a distribution of masks in one of the primary schools within her constituency. And the masks, green in color, had the logo and face of Minister Lewis. And she has come under fire for the masks really that have been distributed. Take a look at the pictures for those of you on our visual platforms. Some of the students are adorning the masks that have been distributed to them by Minister Lewis, and there have been mixed reactions from members of the public about the masks themselves. Some are saying they see nothing wrong with it. She is ensuring that the students are safe while they go to school and they are wearing their masks. Others are saying people's health should not be an opportunity for political gimmicks, as one post called it. What are your thoughts? That's what we're discussing this morning. The distribution of those masks to primary school students bearing the face and logo of Minister Skeeter Lewis. Call me and message me and share your thoughts on this. 435-2041, that's the landline number. That's also the WhatsApp number. Please, only written messages on WhatsApp. You can also message us on Facebook and YouTube as well with your thoughts, and please, let's try to keep it respectful. First caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
Is that an open line or specifically for that topic that you raised?
Specifically for that topic.
Oh, so I'll leave my thing for tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this, as you say, it has mixed feelings. I would base it on scripture. Now, the Word of God tells us, it is a scripture that says, blessed is the womb that never bear in the last days, and the paps that never give suck. Now, God knows the past, the present, and the future. And if He, as God, is warning us that those who don't have children in the last days are blessed, it means what is going to be happening to children in the last days, those who don't have that burden will be called blessed. So it tells us that a lot of things are going to be happening to children because they are vulnerable. And parents need to teach their children about God. Blossom, not all that we see with the eye is what exists. Everything has something behind it. Nobody just do something for nothing's sake. It always has a reason and a purpose. For whatever reason and whatever the purpose is this, I would not say. I don't know. We could interpret it and say, oh, well, it's to protect them. We could interpret it and say, oh, and there's nothing wrong. But we never know what is behind it. And so we have to be careful with our children. We have to cover them before the children leave home in the morning. We got to pray for the children. We got to cover them with the blood of Jesus. We have to get our children to have Christ in their heart. Let them receive the Lord Jesus Christ for their own protection, because we don't know what they're facing nowadays. If God said the last days, which we are in now, the who don't have are blessed, it has something that we need to think about from God's perspective.
Okay.
That's all I would say.
Thank you very much. This morning we are talking about the masks that were distributed, and for those of you who are unaware, and double checking her Facebook page for the post, I realized that the pictures were taken down from her Facebook page, I guess following the backlash that she has received. So the post has been taken down, but nevertheless, I guess the damage has already been done. So share your thoughts on the masks that were distributed to some of these children. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, my wonderful lady. And how is everything?
I'm good.
Now, could you see the mind of the way people think? Could we, as human beings, know the way human beings think inside? No one knows that. But everything in Grenada is politics. Everything in Grenada, anything you do in Grenada is politics. Often we other people too petty and think for politics. in this country. People say they're educated and knowledgeable and this and the other. We have a little country to build, Grenada. But everything in Grenada is politics. If you give her this is politics, if you give that is politics, if you give this is politics. Come on, Grenada, we're so petty. As a nation, we want to go. Where we end up with this kind of thing we get done in Grenada related to politics. Even the minister give out, face masks to the nation, children, somebody, which party he gave, if you go and below what he give, in any case. And it's not wrong in that. She has a picture and she give them, make sure she give them, in any case, somebody give them to protect yourself. Careful, you got color, green or yellow, pink or red, is a color. But everything in Grenada is a problem, you know. In Grenada, you know. Even the pen, the market square in Grenada, they say when they come, they change the color in yellow. And all. Everything is doing Grenada, politics in Grenada. How we so petty a little nation, and how we will go forward as a little country as Grenada. People say we educated, we knowledgeable, we come from university, but everything in Grenada is pettiness. Come on, Grenada, man. Come on now.
Okay. Thank you, you too. Your thoughts. Let's see what is on the social media in the meantime. Somebody on Facebook says, this is a sick move by the MP. It is a form of child abuse. The parents of these kids, as well as the public at large, must condemn this action. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, I'm Blossom.
Morning.
I am sick. Listen to your last caller. Now, a politician introduced our innocent children sent to school by their parents to politics in the school by giving them a political insignia to wear. And someone is saying, by talking about it, you are introducing politics. Are we walking on our heads? Are we listening to what we are saying? Are we hearing ourselves? Who is the one who has introduced the politics? You give kids a political insignia to wear in school. And people shouldn't speak about it. By speaking about it, they are becoming political. Get out of here. We are sick. We are definitely sick in this country. Blossom. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bernard. You enjoy your day as well. Let me make a rounds. Somebody says the parents of these kids, as well as the public, must use their vote to ensure that people like this are never put in position of power again. This is absolutely no God connection here. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
We have lovely birds, we have flowers, we have hibiscus. Leave the children out of politics, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. For those of you just joining us, we are discussing a recent development that happened on social media. MP in St. Andrew, Honorable Kate Lewis, distributed some face masks to some children of a primary school, which bared her face and the words MP St. Andrew Northeast on them. And this has caused an uproar in the public. Mixed reviews, some people saying it is okay, she's helping the children stay safe. Others are saying political gimmicks or health issues should not be a chance for political opportunities. Back to the phone lines. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
We need a lot of praise. We must pray. We need a lot of praise in Grenada so they won't have time to talking about politics. Praise, we need a lot in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on WhatsApp says, it is a shame how low politicians will go. No sense of pride for our children, and it's the underprivileged that are being treated with such disrespect. You want to donate masks to children, but some masks from the stores, buy some masks from the stores and give them. These politicians should do better than that. Grenville is in shambles, flooding every time rain falls. Fix that. Leave politics out of COVID 2020. Oh, okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sister. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you do?
are blessed, man.
Amen.
What we, all of us, should understand, we know everything in Grenada is politics. So we must know what knob to push. Imagine I support my yellow, and my child go to school and you give my child a big green mask with your big face on it. How you expect me to react? Come on, Grenadian. When right is right, it must be right. Have a good morning, sister.
Thank you. You enjoy the rest of yours as well. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, wait, hold on. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, work with me, WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp is not working with me. Let us go to the YouTube and Facebook and the landline. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, how you do?
Feeling okay.
Okay, go ahead.
What was done with this face mask by these politicians, it shouldn't be surprising the nation. The nation should be aware of what they roll around and the practice of politics and politicians. And also, I feel that a man was shot for smoking a little spliff. He ran away. Really because of the spliff. I mean, what we should put priority on things that are really important. I mean, the only thing is the writing of the NNP constituency thing. That should be out. But there's nothing wrong with a woman just put a mask with a face on it for the children. There's nothing really wrong with that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Let me see if Facebook and WhatsApp cooperating with me. Somebody on WhatsApp says, no, a mask does not have to represent anyone. It's something of its own color. I think that school should have the children change the mask, and before she takes that step, she should consult with the ministry. If I had my child, I'd change the mask. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Grenadians have too much hatred in their heart, please. Why they don't stop this? From morning, noon, and night, all they hear they do is running down each other, saying bad thing about it. If the woman give her a mask which she face on, that's nothing. You have worse than that of going with children. And you're talking about child abuse, you have worse. You have even people who in authority abusing children. Why they don't stop? Too much hatred, man. Oh, God. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on YouTube says, I have no problem with it. I don't think she did it in bad faith. She got overexcited and put her picture. We just need to call her on the show to get her point of doing it. What I need to know is if she did it with her own money. If we leave our children out of politics, what is going to happen to our country? That's why we only have one leader for so long. Let's see what is on Facebook. Somebody on Facebook says, why not the school's name and or logo? Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How you do?
Just fine.
All right, go ahead.
You know what really happened with we Grenadian? We easy to forget. Saddam Hussein the same exercise and everything for Grenadian to learn. And and he had his face on it. You understand? Then Trump had to give out some check the other day. I think he put his name or his face or some kind of thing on it. We Grenadians does not think. The lady talk about the woman has a big face on the mask. But she cannot buy a mask for she child, so she should glad. You know? Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Facebook. Somebody on Facebook says, really, people, a mask? What next? You have bag of problems. You have... Hold on. Let me see if I can decipher. Hold on. You have bag is a problem. You give... Oh, okay, sorry. You give bags, it's a problem. You give masks, it's a problem. Who those condemning? What are you all giving to those kids? If they don't want it, all the parents have to do is throw it away. But my God. Somebody else says, my question is, did she get permission from the parents to put the kid's face on social media? This could be very dangerous. Let me go over to the WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, good, she can give the mask not her face on it or her logo. Why not the color of the school uniform? Actually, it is the color of the school's uniform, as close to it, because the skirts are green and so is the mask. It's probably not the same shade, but it's similar. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
I agree that, okay, if you use the uniform color, you use the green, but I disagree with the face on the mask. They should have been putting the school name on the mask instead of putting the face. This is real politics, because imagine a child that comes from a home that supports NBC and have to be wearing this mask. This is not right. It's not right. Like, you're pressuring the children into supporting something that they're not, that they don't want to, and the parents don't want to. So I think this thing is wrong. And the people that saying about that's nothing, if it was the other way around, you would have heard them saying something differently.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on Facebook says the masks were not bought from a store. It was made by a cooperative. Hold on, let me go back to YouTube before I go back to Facebook. Somebody else on Facebook says, hypocrites always talking about prayers. So sad. A WhatsApper says, in any country, this teacher will be dismissed. It's not a teacher, it's a sitting MP. Landlines. Good morning, caller.
Morning to that.
Morning.
There is nothing that anybody do for Greener is a condemn. Any color they give, they are problem. Anything they put on, they're to criticize. We are condemnation, and how I sit every day. We are people who always like to condemn Grenadians, like to condemn too much of our people, of our nation of people, and saying them know it all, and them will do better and who do better. Everything that condemn, they get laptop in school is politics. Laptop and all this, everything the government gives is politics. Milk and all in a NMP office is politics. You give that day is politics. We just want for Grenadian people, you have to study in this country to build Grenada instead than talking everything after fighting and pull on another. It's time to stop pulling on Grenadian. It's time to stop that thing.
Okay. Somebody else on Facebook says, I love that she gave out masks. However, I think the logo was a bit too much. Somebody else on Facebook, she come dead last with that. I don't think there's a way to say that in proper English. And WhatsApp, somebody on WhatsApp says, the MP is not smart. She could have donated the masks with all the colors of the flag without putting her face on it. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, I don't see anything wrong with that. People don't see the good behind what she did. It doesn't always have to be about politics. What if it is a brand? Grenadian people like too much politics. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome. Hi.
Hi. Yes, morning. Go ahead.
Morning. Yes, I want to say, and I want to record my condemnation to that. With the mask, with the minister's face on the mask, going into the schools and distributing to the kids. Now, our school should be, our children are sacred. As a matter of fact, the irony of the whole thing, that school is called Sacred Heart School, RC School. Now, that is, in my opinion, abuse and misuse of our kids. Campaign should not be taking place in school, and that is a paraphernalia. That is a campaign paraphernalia. If you're giving masks to the school for their protection, it should be given plain. It should be given plain, without no face of the politician. And the principal of the school should not allow that. The school belongs to the Ministry of Education. The school does not belong to the politician. The school does not belong to Kate. The school does not belong to the NNP. Kate has no right to put her face on the mask that she gave out to children in the school. The principal should be reprimanded for that, for allowing that to take place. I'm calling on the Ministry of Education and the Minister of Education to condemn that. I'm calling on the teachers' union to condemn that and to remove these masks from the school. This is not a political issue. This is not about NDC and NNP. This is our kids. This is our kids. What happened to the rights of the child? We don't have that anymore. You send your child to school with a mask. I'm sure the kids had masks. Yes, some of them may not have been up to standard, or yes, one more mask is not too much. And the gesture, the thought of it was good, but do not politicize it. And these masks should be removed from the schools, the 2 schools that she decided to politicize. And I hope that the cabinet was not aware of that and did not sanction that. I'm thinking that might have been just baiting us. So next thing, the whole island, everybody giving out masks with their face on it. We have to stop this thing now. It should be nipped in the bud and stopped right there with kids. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On that note, let's take a break and then we are going to come back and continue this discussion. This is To The Point on Classic and GBN. We'll be right back.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number 1. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council remind you to boost your immune system and give yourself a fighting chance against COVID-19. Consume foods that are rich in vitamin C, like fruits and vegetables. For example, oranges, grapefruit, mandarin, lemon, spinach, cabbage, and tomatoes. Vitamin B6 and folic acid that is found in chicken, turkey, fish, grain foods like oats, bread, local provisions, dry beans, and peas. Another immune system booster is vitamin E, found in nuts, corn, sunflower or canola oils, and leafy vegetables like spinach, broccoli, and kale. Iron, zinc, and vitamin D are also important to strengthen your immunity. So try foods like lean meats, eggs, lentils, mackerel, tuna, and jacks. Our local spices, ginger, clove, and turmeric, among others, can help decrease inflammation and support the immune system. Remember to practice safe food handling. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, reminding you that a strong immune system is one of the best ways to fight COVID-19.
Wait to see my granddaughter.
Welcome back to The Point. We are speaking about a situation that arose on social media this morning with some students of a primary school receiving face masks that bear the logo of one of our sitting MPs, the Honorable Kate Skeeter-Lewis. Let's go right back to the phone lines. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
If you are a subordinate, you react to possible what you know your leader or your leaders would accept. If you're somewhat mentally ill and you do not know, you may do those things, for example, presenting things without possible, underlining the word authorities. You could explain what authorities mean after I left this position. No, I look at this thing as a serious thing to just distribute masks to the school. At the same time, the principal, I don't know what he or she has done. He should be wise enough to either do not accept it, or maybe it depends on his callings. It depends on where he lean into. So you have to look at a lot of things, but it's wrong. Except this is a form of indoctrination, as you would say. You're doing it in a psychological way. Maybe, I don't know if you or whoever tell the lady or the man to do it, because they may do it for special reasons. And unless I know the reason, people have different ideas. Now, wrong and right is determined by the environment. Maybe they know the people in the environment is a strong supporter of them, so they take it upon themselves and do that. But I would feel, as far as I'm concerned, somebody should take up the issue, maybe the leader, and say, man, you're making people hate us, because just imagine you want to indoctrinate the whole of Grenada. So we have a right, the leaders have a right to call into that particular person or demote or promote the person who did that. It's a serious state of affairs in the country. And people blaming things. People like people that give them something. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on YouTube says, politics, nothing else. Somebody else says, the past government did not allow any yellow in the market, but this government painted the whole market green. Somebody suggesting that I call the school to hear from the kids on how they feel about the mask. I can't do that, YouTuber. Let's go back to the landline. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, Sister Blossom.
Morning.
Yes. As an elderly citizen, God was telling us, don't condemn, but correct. And what I realize in our society is that men in authority judge by society and not by reality. Now, I am there and I'm listening to the conversation. And what this minister has done, you know, in many homes in Grenada, most of the children sometimes knows who's the parents will be supporting in politics. And just giving that child this mask, this child is forced to wear that mask. Sometimes that child is not happy, but has to wear it. And that could cause great effect on that child. We do not know. That child could be walking but not feeling comfortable with this mask on them. But they are just continue doing it. So we have to take a very serious step into this thing. That is a very serious thing. It appears to be simple to those who do not understand. But as far as I have seen it, it is something very, very serious. It could cause great effect on the children mentality. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, caller. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I think first we must know who is advising these MPs, because I knew she had to discuss it with her colleagues and no one could have told her That's not a great idea. Putting her picture and color on the face mask. I think she tried to do the right thing but went about the wrong way, and the people around her need to give her better advice when dealing with the public, because Grenada is very, very polarized, especially with colors. Why? Oh, hold on. Okay, right. Somebody else on WhatsApp says this is worse than child abuse, or better yet, physical abuse. Your face shows who you are, and Minister of Youth, this is to show how the youths will be and are abused. Actually, she's no longer the Minister of Youth. Remember, that is now Prime Minister Honorable Keith Mitchell. Good morning, caller. Let's try this again. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning.
You know, in my opinion, a matter that should be discussed on a private radio station, man. I think you all like too much confusion on GBN. That's your problem. Like too much confusion. You all like a lot of politics, and you all seem to be NDC supporters. Have a good morning, man.
Thank you very much, caller, for your opinion. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, I do believe that mask is prepared for the campaigns. It is advertising the person politically. The colors of the flag would be best, rather than a political advertisement on the innocent ones who have no idea as yet about our political era. It should be taken back, Mrs. Lewis, and used for your campaign next year. It is honestly politics starting young. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Morning.
How are you today?
Oh, sorry, I'm good. How you do?
Okay, fine.
All right, go ahead.
Blossom, I don't see nothing wrong with the mask and the lady put her face on it, because directly both parties does give jerseys, T-shirts, and children just put it below their clothes and they just come to school with it. So I don't see nothing wrong with the mask. It's just a different thing. They just on the face. It's just a different thing, because they just give them T-shirt, and NEC giving and MP giving T-shirt, and you see people wearing it all about. Children just have it as the T-shirt below the top, going to school with it. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. So I don't want people quarreling about it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on Facebook says the children's skirts are green, so the color of the mask matched the uniform, but the image is inappropriate. Somebody else on Facebook says, I don't see anything wrong with that. At least the kids are wearing masks to protect themselves. Shut up, people. Get with the bigger issues. Another Facebooker says Grenadians like to complain too much. The mask is harmless. Time for us to stop this nonsense. Life is too short. I really thought COVID-19 would have brought us together, not to tear down each other like that. It's just a simple mask. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sister.
Morning.
I think Kate Lewis, as a former teacher, should know better than that. As an educator, she should know better than that. Kate knows that what she did is campaigning, and we should not involve our children in this kind of situation. The schools that is portrayed on the television, I know that school, and I know the principals or the principal of that school cannot tell her anything. In Grenada, when these people do what they want, if you respond to them, you are victimized. So they couldn't do anything about it, but I think it is a very bad thing for kids to do. And our parents should stand up against it. And what I'm hearing is a lot of people who support NNP supporting the mask and see nothing about it. As a woman said earlier on, if it was an NDC person do that, the whole country of NNP would have been in an uproar. So tell them, put themselves in the mirror and check themselves. Stop playing monkey in this situation. And Kate, I don't know if it's blight what taking all for the wickedness all they do in this country. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. It was going well until that last statement there. All right. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I think we are too political. If the masks were marked God Bless America, there would have been no problem. Somebody else says, well, two people the same thought. NDC donated thousands of masks and never once did they print anything representing their party. And somebody else says NDC gave out masks but did not have their logo or color on it. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, if the minister give them children masks, is a choice they had to make to wait or not. You know, the parents could tell them, well, I don't want you to wait. You know, so it's not a compulsory thing. You understand? It's not like you go and bring food for them children and they eat it and later on something wrong with them. Mask is like a clothes, you know. If you want to wear it, you wear it. You have other masks that they could wear. So it's a matter between them and the parents. You know, the minister just make a choice that she's giving the children masks to protect themselves. And that is the whole thing about it. It's for protecting themselves. You know, and they have the choice whether to say, well, watch, I don't want my children to wear that mask because you have a political face on it. So it's not compulsory. But when when the NDC bring food for them and they eat it, there is nothing you could do about it again. The food in your system, if anything wrong with it, if the food have COVID in it, they just have to go to the hospital. You understand? So it's a whole different thing. Mask is just a choice. You have to make. You could wait or not. You have so much a mask outside there, you know. So there is the parents and the children to wait or not. So it's not a compulsory thing. So I don't see the big argument about the minister bring masks for them children to wear. You understand? It's about them to wait or not. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on YouTube says, I think she made a boo-boo and should go back to the school and correct it, apologize to the principal and students by giving out clear masks to that school and other schools in need. Somebody on Facebook, I don't see no problem in that. Persons come into our country, they are given masks with Pure Grenada logo. Another media entity has mask with his logo and many more. So what if she markets herself too? I see nothing wrong with it. Let me see. The phone is ringing. Yes, the phone is ringing. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Morning, I'm good. How you do?
Not bad. Can I speak?
Okay.
Am I on air?
Yes, you are.
Okay. The minister gave the mask as a parliamentary representative, and I don't think that there is a political side to it. Yes, the mask might be green, which is the color of the skirt, but if we look at it, we're supposed to know the names and faces of our parliamentary representatives. The NDC may have given masks, but they cannot put their logo as NDC on the mask. So there is no NNP on the mask. And I don't see a problem with the parliamentary representative putting her face on the mask, because it says children are supposed to know. And in school you do social studies and they ask you to bring pictures of your parliamentary representatives. I don't know if they still do these things in school, but we're supposed to know these things. So I don't see, and you know, as a caller say, it is up to the parent. If they don't want their child to wear the mask, then they could choose, you know, for the child not to wear the mask. But I think it is a very good initiative, and you know, all the people that are speaking, you know, they should take a look at it and decide as parliamentary representative and not a political party per se. Thank you, Blossom. Have a good day.
Thank you, caller. And somebody on Facebook is sharing your thought process. Somebody on Facebook says, I think it's a good initiative by the MP. The children need to learn about their parliamentary representative. So I can see where you're going with that one. I see it. WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, nothing is wrong in the distribution of masks, but with the party color and face on it. Children are not to be part of political promotions without the stated consent of parents. What was do is wrong. What was done is wrong. Where answer, what is the response of the Ministry of Education on this matter? This is an abuse of the children. I guess the argument can be made that the shade of green used to make the masks is not the shade of green used by the New National Party on the election campaign. So it's not political, it's not NNP color. Could be an argument. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How you do?
I'm fine. First, I must say I'm a regular listener to your program. You're doing a very good job.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Now, I've been listening to this topic, and I think the minister, she's young, and she was being advised by others. And what I think we should do before showing all the views, which, I mean, it's right, but we should have a come on the air and clear day to know if it is a political thing or if she did it just to get herself established, because we know we are close to the election, and she need to do something, and maybe she took it the right way. She might be something right, but in the wrong aspect. So let us get to her, let her come on the air, and clear herself so the nation would be looking at her different. And the children, well, that would put things in the head, because we don't know, the politics don't make it a color thing. So we need to take that off their head and get her to come and clear herself, so then we would know what she's thinking and which direction we're going. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much, caller. Caller, you know something I don't know? You said the election close, now. You have details, caller? I thought the election due in 2023. Well, I guess it could be called at any moment. Fair enough. Somebody on Facebook says, when people give you something, you can't tell them how you want it. Accept it or refuse it. Somebody else on Facebook says, people, the issue is not the contribution of masks to school children. All the help is needed for the protection of our children. The issue is a politician politicizing an epidemic. WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I am upset with this. Why everything she's given out must have something to do with the NNP? Why not choose a different color? Why put your face on it? Think again. She used the color because it matches the skirt of the girls in the school. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. You expect everybody to have different opinion, because everybody is not of the same educational level. Some people would say it's right, some would say it's wrong. But I don't even understand. You have no right to sort of... by the way, how old these children are? Maybe they've been involved in politics already, and they don't have long to go, because as the lady said and as you laughed, election could be soon. I don't know, we must be preparing for election. So maybe that's what you have to find out. Call one of the ministers on the air and let them express if election is soon and how soon is soon. As for example, we always talk about we shouldn't do that, and we must. I want you to find out the difference between must and should. For example, we shouldn't wear masks, or we must wear masks. Make up your mind when we write in laws. We have to know what word to use.
Okay. And
this is the problem with us. Everybody's saying that we have to educate people. If I say yes, they're educating people. That is education.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody on Facebook has noted that, where was it? There we go. This is not the only school she gave masks to. Bel Air Government School were also given brown masks. Why not talk about the brown one she gave to Bel Air Government? Because some of us were not aware. Those were not the pictures that were posted on social media. What we saw were the pictures with the green ones. So if we're not aware of something, we can't talk about it. If there were people who were aware of these brown masks distribution, they have not contributed to the program as yet. Somebody else on Facebook says, simply not appropriate. Another poster says, when the ministers are given contributions, why not condemn it too? Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
For those who saying they don't see anything wrong with it, I think they don't understand the significance of social programming, whereby you put certain images, over time that they get accepted, that they get to accept without realizing whence it started. Putting the mask for the children, I think is part of social programming. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody's on WhatsApp. This is wrong. Did she get authorization from the Ministry of Education before distribution of the masks? Another WhatsApper says, unfortunately, our Constitution does not provide for recall of parliamentarians, but I hope she will do the honorable thing and resign. Oh. While it's the PM's prerogative as to whom he invites to his cabinet, I hope that in the absence of the right to recall, he would send the right signal by relieving her of her cabinet post. This is shameful and sends such a dangerous precedent that it must be nipped in the bud. Caller, not caller, right? I would respectfully disagree. I mean, there are worse things that take place than the distribution of these masks that would call for resignation. I don't think this is one of those instances. That's Blossom. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning.
You normally have a lovely program, but you see this sort of thing, this sort of behavior, it's creating something that I don't think you'll be widely listened as you used to be. You know, I don't like this. You have one whole hour and to be bored with this nonsense, I think is a bit too much. If this young politician did something out of taste, there's a way to correct everything, not all this blasting and blasting. We have many more important issues to talk about. And one whole hour, their people, their level of intelligence is a little bit higher than that, and they want to hear other things and sharing other things. Please, Blossom.
Thank you very much, caller, for your opinion. I beg to disagree respectfully. Somebody else on Facebook says, good gesture, but not every parent wants their child or children wearing a mask, bearing the logo with a politician. Politics is a touchy topic in Grenada. Good morning, caller.
Yes, Blossom. Good morning.
Morning.
I quite agree with the last person of speaking. You understand me?
Okay.
And that's why, you see, I always say I like Maitland Station. You didn't know tolerate all this kind of nonsense.
All right.
Maitland don't tolerate all this kind of nonsense. I rather that station.
All right. So feel free. Thank you. At that note, let's take a break, pay some bills, and then we're going to come back and wrap up this morning's discussion. This is To The Point on Classic and GBN. We'll be right back.
We believe this new virus spreads mostly from person to person through respiratory droplets produced when someone who is sick coughs or sneezes. This is similar to how flu and other respiratory illnesses spread. These droplets can land in the mouth or nose of people nearby, or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. Most person-to-person spread happens when people are in close contact. It's also possible that this virus can spread when someone touches a contaminated surface and then touches the mouth, nose, or eyes.
Welcome back to The Point. Let's go right back to the phone lines. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. All right, we seem to have lost that caller. In the meantime, let me go back to... Yes, let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I like to make a lot of wishes, and this program, everybody's calling, and, you know, it's kind of tending, yes. But what I'm saying is, right now, the world has a problem, including Grenada, which is the COVID-19. Now, they're asking people, well, adults as well as children, to wear masks to avoid being infected. What I wish could happen to put this problem that some people making so big an issue is that if somebody in government could call now as a parliamentary representative, or even the PM himself, and say, well, okay, it is okay, she has right to, or it is not okay, she does not have right to. And just let it end right there and then, because, I mean, the main thing is we're going to be charged a fine if we're caught not wearing our mask. And yet, for all, the lady did a good job by issuing masks to children. Sometimes parents that have parents who cannot even afford to buy one for themselves or for the child. So to be honest, I don't see an issue. And like I said, my wish is that somebody could come on air and put it an end. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on... thank you to the folks on social media showing their support. Appreciate it. Somebody else on Facebook. Facebook says, this is politics at play and our nation's children shouldn't have been used in this way by the MP. I am of the view that this is partisan politics and we need to nip it in the bud. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sister.
Morning.
CNS is CNS. When the Minister of Education stopped the NDC from giving the students food in a time of crisis, why didn't the same people make a noise about it? What she did is politicking, and they themselves hate when somebody else politics. So have a good day.
Thank you very much, caller. Somebody on WhatsApp says, you people are crazy. I would really want to know what's wrong with the children wearing the mask. Like, really? People, come on. Not everything we have to criticize. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, why not the national flag or something unifying? School, a day workplace should not be divided along political party lines. I hear comments about trying to protect the children. A plain mask would have done the same. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, my Auntie Blossom.
Morning, Miss Jacob. How you do?
Well, Auntie Blossom, I did it, and I want to hear about my mommy.
Mommy is good.
Right, Auntie Blossom. Well, I am a citizen, so you call that I am a child. In 2009, okay? We're talking about government now. Okay. And they see in government, when they come in government gives me water, okay? So, them in government, you know what they did? They take out the senior citizen water. And my MP was Dennis Lett. Was a very nice young man. Was very, very, very nice. So they send those NDC come. They say, Miss Jacob, we come to take out your water. I'm a senior citizen. I have nobody to bring up a thing of water for me, and them is government. I say, hold on, I'm coming. So the same time I jump on the phone and I call Brother Lett, Minister. And Minister come down. When they see who Minister come down, Minister say, you see that lady that's standing in front of you all day? Please, don't take out your water. Because she don't have children and she own. She don't have nobody to give her a bucket of water. And if the past government give her a bucket of water, why are you taking it out for? You know that the NDC and them, they never ever, I ain't telling you what they say, anything for send the vid again. See what I'm telling you? Government go and government come. So I ain't see nothing wrong. Westerhall Secondary School. And the uniform is green and white.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And nobody never say nothing. So what is that?
Okay.
So my dear darling, give me a big hug.
I shall do that.
Give her enough because
I will.
I get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss
God
Jacob.
bless you.
You too.
I love you, darling.
Love. All right. Took a little while to get there, but I got it in the end, Miss Jacob. Thank you very much. Let's wind down. Let's wind down. Make a last rounds on. Let me see. One comment each on the platforms. No new comment on YouTube. Any new comments on Facebook? A lot of comments on Facebook. I'll just pick one. This person says, I don't think her face should have been printed on the mask. Instead, the school logo or name should have been printed. Leave Miss Jacob alone. And final comment that I'll read on the WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, Minister Kate is getting the mileage that she anticipated by giving those masks and people giving feedback. When the NDC gave food, they wanted the publicity. That's why they went to the schools to distribute them. The masks she gave are not mandatory. Parents can choose to let their students wear another one. And this is where we are going to end this morning's To The Point program. Thank you so much for tuning in and participating. Have yourselves a safe, productive, and thankful Thursday. And as we end this morning's program, keep in mind that we all have choices to make in what we participate in, what we watch, what we listen to. Have yourselves a good day. Up next is ECCB Connects, and it will be broadcast on Classic FM on GBN TV. I believe we're returning to the CNN feed for the continuation of election coverage in the United States. Have yourselves a safe and productive Thursday.